Good morning and welcome back. I'm so pleased that you're watching this show, and maybe you saw yesterday's show. Well, that was a fun show because people have asked me, do I have a recipe book? No, I do not, but maybe that's an idea for the future. You see, I could get into that whole celebrity chef thing. It was a thing a while ago, but my cooking is, well, it ain't great, but we survive somehow. And so speaking of themes, I do have a theme that runs through almost every video, and I kind of don't like it much because it sounds a little bit like I'm constantly trying to stick it to the man. Now, I'm not really up to all that sort of stuff, and the problem is I'm about to tell you another story which is kind of sticking it to the man again. So I just, I don't want to kind of go on about it, but it is kind of fun. But, that's not my entire being, is just sticking it to the man, right? I'm just a great scavenger, and so are my children, or at least two of them are. One of them refuses to scavenge. That's just the way the way you go. He's never been to a op shop. Oh, he has, but I don't think he got what he wanted, We always go to op shops everywhere I go. Even when I travel overseas, I don't even bother taking clothes or packing. I just go to op shops, pick up stuff, because you get good stuff, right, overseas. And you're not kind of adding to the whole planet with all your landfill. Speaking of landfill, I was excited to hear that the K-Hub has moved into Wood End, just behind the Lentil Curtain. Now, it's exciting because, I heard the day it opened, there was a line around the block of people wanting to pick up affordable underwear. So, there you go again. Something happened in the Copenhagen of the Macedon Rangers. The K-Hub. Speaking of sticking it to the man, my daughter started very young at this. The fruit of my loins was right onto it. She wanted to get hold of some art materials. She liked to do things with her art materials. And so she worked out that if she, rather than stick down with glue her art materials that were supplied at the kindergarten, she just kind of stacked them on the piece of paper. So at the end of the day, she would leave kindergarten with an A4 or A3 sheet, a big one, let's say, and it would just be a giant mountain of art material. And she would carefully walk out, pretending it was art. But I knew when she got home, she would be separating the sequins and separating the pipe cleaners and the other little bits of plastic that had been there. And then they would be carefully stashed away somewhere in her room where they could be there later pulled out and incorporated into another collage. In fact, I said to her just the other day, you remember when you used to do that? And she said yes. And the strange thing is, you can still find some of those kindergarten pilfered art materials in my room. So, on that note, and I don't mean to be sticking it to the man again, but, why don't you just have a great day?